I'm all off, dude. It's been a weird day. But welcome everybody. You've already peaked gaming. We are back in the swing of things. We are going full tilt. We have all of our shit out on YouTube. At least all of the podcasts.
This is true.
Which has been huge.
Hate my voice. cannot describe like how the ups and downs of like we uploaded and then like watching like especially like the first time you actually see like the intro like for real, you know? And
yeah.
It's there, you're like, wow, and it already has 4 views, and you're like, oh, that's so cool, even though we know it's just us.
Yeah.
Like, it has 4 views.
Yeah.
And then the fucking second I talk, it's just it's like, oh man.
I think the biggest thing for me wasn't necessarily the like I hate my voice, which is fine. I guess I can get around that too much. But it was it's watching how far we've come and then realizing it's like, oh, the newer content's really good. I really like the newer content. And then like going back and watching the original stuff, it's like we talked about really dope ass shit, but it's like hard to watch. It's like cringeworthy to watch. So
you know, we're feeling it out.
Yeah, it's working. It's all right.
Feeling it out.
Nobody was a superstar overnight.
Now our fucking prime content is circling back to like the 4th episode that we did.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some shit to talk about tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Did you go over any of the stuff that I sent you?
Yeah. NFTs and gaming is coming back. And okay. I fucking you said it too much this week.
Yeah, I know.
To be fair. Whole pool full of people. To be fair. This one at least makes more sense to me. Yeah. Because now, hold on.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the fuck a gala is. I don't know what the Galaverse is, but I do know what Epic is, and the fact that Galaverse sounds like something that's trying to be like a metaverse and something like that.
Well, let's explain it. Let's explain it a little bit.
All right.
So there's a game out there, right? So there's a game called Grit that's coming out, and it got announced a while ago.
I'm kind of excited though.
A lot of people
will you get it though? It's from Epic.
Probably not, right?
Yeah.
It was also one of those things though too where I remember them announcing the game and everybody was like, it's kind of a lackluster like BR in a sense. Like it's kind of cool. It's very PUBG meets Red Dead Redemption. And so
if I can lasso one person and drag them with a horse in a battle royale, that's all I need. I'll buy the whole game.
That'd be dope.
Don't care.
That'd be dope. So anyway, so there's this. They've been in production. It's been going for a couple years now, and then the Galaxy or whatever the fuck they're calling it is. It's like a company that's just basing all of their stuff within crypto world, right? NFTs, crypto, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So they're like one of the big, I'd say, front runners into bringing digital art into the gaming atmosphere. And they've already done a bunch of shit, but it's all like really, that's like the Axiom Infinitum type of bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like kind of on their own little, I know, I get it. Whatever makes money, it's fine.
Well, I mean, I don't think we ever talked about that either.
We talked about it a little bit, didn't we?
No. We talked about it before it got hacked and everybody lost.
Oh, yeah. We kind of just, once the NFTs were like, we had that conversation, that one episode, it was just like, all right, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Yeah. It's making me fucking sick.
Yeah, I still don't understand it. I feel so fucking old. Just,
So
anyways.
The biggest thing, so I don't know if you saw this whole point, is that they were, the way that they were doing it is they were doing it over like a 4-day period where they were opening it up. And so people could purchase their specific NFTs from the blockchain for these cosmetics in game. That was the whole point. It was just all going to be based around cosmetics. It wasn't necessarily a pay to win feature, but it was, you're getting a very specific skin that, a skin that you can have in game that is blockchain that you can sell if you want to other players. That type of like spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was looking at the pricing. So I think the pricing that they were having for just the chests, and so like you were buying these loot boxes basically that would just fucking roulette wheel spin. Whatever popped up was the item that you got. That's your blockchain. You get it. Cool. And it's all good to go. And I think one of those loot boxes came out to like, I think it was like 600. I think that's what they said. It was about 600. Which, okay, limited quantities. They sell it for 600. It'll sell for, if this thing blows up, if it becomes another PUBG, it'll blow up. Those things will sell for, 10 grand, whatever it comes out to.
Yeah.
And their whole like tagline for this whole thing was, now you can have a cosmetic item that you can sell for real world cash. That was their whole like push on this. And it was like, has anybody played fucking CS:GO? Yeah. Like one of those knives sell for $600. Like, so
yeah,
you know what I mean? A key costs you $10 or whatever it is, and you have a chance to get something for $600. I mean, it's gambling, but
yeah.
Well, I guess day one, a bunch of people were fucking getting their boxes or whatever, or day two or whatever the fuck it was, they were getting their boxes, and then it was like, oh, these are just placeholders. We don't even have the cosmetics ready to go. It's like, oh no.
And my favorite part about that is it wasn't just like, this is a placeholder. They got caught using somebody else's fucking art. Some artist who already does stuff. He's all, hey, doesn't that belong to Alex? And they're all,
yeah. So, bro, it's just a shit show from start to finish. And so the thing is like, my biggest thing was that Epic, like, they signed off on this. They're like, oh, it's a brilliant idea. This hits the fucking fan. Boom. Everything's starting to go apart. I guess there's a Fortnite crypto out there somewhere. And they, like, Epic, like, after all this shit started going on with this crit game or whatever, immediately like the Fortnite crypto kind of popped up, and Epic's like, we're out to sue. Like, that's like, you're stealing like assets. We don't have anything to do with this. We're gonna start a lawsuit about it. It's like, you people are so fucking full of shit, man.
Give me my fucking game that I paid for.
Bro, what a nightmare, man. And this is the problem. We were talking about this originally, is like, we were talking about how it would almost be interesting or okay to see cosmetics into video games that were part of like an NFT.
Yeah.
We were saying how, as long as it didn't fall under like some weird pay to win feature where it was like making your character better, or like it was giving you an advantage over someone else in the long run, that it would almost be okay, because why not? As long as the game is, and this is the big one, right? Like, as long as the game was running, then you always had access to that cosmetic. Like, yeah, sure, you still get the blockchain and you get whatever, money it's worth, I guess, in the long run. But as long as it was available to use, who gives a shit? Spend your money however the fuck you want. But then seeing them actually implement it in the first, like, real big, I don't want to say AAA, because it's definitely not AAA. It's like C grade level BR at this point. But like seeing them implement it and like trying to get like Epic stamp of approval behind it, and seeing how bad it's going, it's like, this is all a scam, man. It's all a scam, top to bottom. It feels gross.
You think so?
I don't think it's an idea as a scam, but like, okay, if the first thing they implement is placeholders with someone else's art, and they're making money off of it, I mean, there's no other way around that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I
don't know. Maybe I was just too optimistic then.
I mean, I could be okay with them like here's our own traditional art that is a placeholder. The game's not even out yet, so why the fuck would we even have anything for you to run? Here's the blockchain. You get your fucking number. The cosmetic will come when we're ready to push the game. Okay, cool. No big deal. But you didn't even have that ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't even have that.
Yeah.
So then that tells me, so then back that up even farther. Well, what's in the game? What's the production of the game look like? If you don't even have assets that you can fucking be shoving out to people cosmetic-wise, what does your game look like? You know?
Oh, you have completely turned me around on this.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's my biggest worry. My biggest worry is that is this the new age, fucking, what are they called? I was gonna call them battle passes, but they're not what it is. Season passes.
Oh, season passes.
Yeah. Is that what this is now? Buy your blockchain for $600, and then we'll slowly drip feed you content over the next year because you paid the $600.
$600 for a season pass.
Sorry, actually, Ethereum dropped in price, so what we were going to get you, it's now not worth that anymore, so we can't produce that content for you.
Oh.
Yeah, right? Oh, it's super volatile now. So, like, yeah, now that it's worth even more, but we're still going to give you the shit product that we promised you when it was at a lower rate.
I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibilities, and that's probably the scariest part.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, completely. And the thing is that where it's like, it's to be an interesting thing to see. I think there's so many people already with the NFT dick down their throat so deep. Everybody's just on this.
Been drank.
Oh yeah, and people are just like, no, it's fine. It's no big deal. I paid $600. At least I got a blockchain. I'm sorry. What? What's the point? Just buy the fucking blockchain. What do you like? You know what I mean? It's getting weird, and the fact that there's companies that are exploring it, that it kind of blew up in this manner, means that how long, if this is successful profit-wise, right? Fuck what it does for the game. Fuck how not profitable, but like successful it is for the game. If on the company side it's profitable for them to do it, at what point do you start seeing all the other companies start to do it? Who gives a shit if look, and we'll get into this next, look at Diablo Immortal.
Ooh, that one.
Right?
Fucking stung, dude. Oh my god.
So, okay, all right, let's transition to the Diablo Immortal thing, because
let's transition to pay to win.
I mean, what are you doing now, right? You're buying NFTs and video games. You're fucking. But all right, so Diablo Immortal.
To this extent, though,
holy shit! Diablo Immortal launches this week. First off, I just want to have a clip right now. I'm going to do it right now. Clip. But it's the guy from fucking.
Go.
No,
not that clip. Not that clip.
From BlizzCon 2018 or whatever it was, when they were like, guys, Diablo fans, we've heard your fucking request. Come to BlizzCon, we got you. And everybody's like, cringe. Oh my god, let's go. And they get on stage and they're like, we're having a Chinese company produce a fucking mobile game. And everybody's like, boo! And like the guy on stage like, what, you guys don't have phones?
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Oh no.
Man.
So you're looking at this going like, fuck. Okay, Diablo 4 has been in production for what, like 10 years now at this point? Coming up close on 10 years. Maybe a little bit less than that. The Diablo team has been like promising fucking more content over the past 5 years. And then thank God COVID happened. Oh, well, we had to transition out of things.
Yeah.
Thank God the fucking lawsuits at Blizzard happened. Oh, we had to fire a lot of the team and start over from scratch. Thank God
they sold to Microsoft.
Sold to Microsoft.
We're in a merger.
We had to bring in a new person to take over the fucking team. Diablo 4, from the stuff that they produce, looks pretty gritty, pretty fun to look at, but there's nothing to it. It's fucking in its earliest stages. So who knows where they're going. So the fact that they released Diablo Immortal could have been a saving grace. Could have been a very good thing. Like, hey, it's a mobile game. They were like, it's only going to be on mobile. And then they were like, you know what? No, we're actually going to bring it out on PC. So you can play it on PC as well. They decided not to do it at the same time. They launched the mobile version first, and then they launched the version on PC after. And so first off the bat, when they were like, oh, we're going to transition, we're going to have a PC port of this, and it'll be, right around the same time. We're like, oh, okay, cool, no big deal. It's like 4 days later or something like that, or 2 days later. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why did you wait on that? And then
48-hour hold?
Yeah, what was that all about? And then you get the mobile game. And so I played it. It's on my phone. I played it. It is exactly what you would expect in a mobile game. First off, it's 30 fucking gigabytes.
It's a big fucking mobile game.
Yeah, it's huge. Maybe a little bit less than that, but anyway, it's massive. It is fucking just a predatory mobile game. You launch the game and it's like, boom, buy a battle pass. Boom, buy fucking like legendary gems. Boom, hey, you beat this boss, buy this fucking thing. Oh, 99 cents, blah, 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 blah. And it just throws it in your face constantly. You're doing things, you're clicking on things, you're doing things. Oh, well, you can do this. Oh, well, once you click on this, you can add in more shit on top of it. And it's like, fuck. So not only did you take a franchise that like people are diehard about, right? Blizzard, like you're doing great. Keep it up. You take a franchise that people love and you bastardize it by cutting all of its nitty grittiness and throwing it on mobile. All right, okay, fine, no big deal. Then you do exactly what the player base doesn't want. And Sean even showed this to me. Sean had sent me a video from when they released StarCraft 2 for free to play. And it's like this commercial of this dad and this kid, and the kid like comes, or like the dad comes in and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh man, I suck at this game. Can I just buy myself better stuff?" And he's like, "No son of mine's gonna fucking pay to win," you know, type of thing. So they literally advertise that they don't like that stuff. And then you produce this. And I think what ends up happening here is you produce a game that you don't really give a shit about, but you're just trying to make financials. And if you look at the Blizzard Activision King, right? And King runs Candy Crush, which to this day makes buku fucking money. Buku money. It is, I don't even know how fucking old that game is. It's just 6-year-old women sitting at home fucking spending $1 to unlock, you know, a thing to get to the next level or whatever it comes out to.
My mom. It's drunk Candy Crush.
That's exactly right. And so I think that's what this is designed for. Well, I also think that this is designed. I don't think
I'm tired of connecting these fucking candies. Let's go kill some demons.
Yeah, right after church.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think it's designed for that market of people. I don't think it was ever designed for the Diablo fan. I don't think it was ever designed for anybody here, I hate to say, but in America, where mobile gaming is
scrolling through their fucking phone who's just like, picks it up just as some bullshit thing.
Sure.
And then just ends up playing it, you know?
Sure. Well, or over in the Asian market, okay, Japan, China, where mobile gaming is huge. It's fucking huge. Why do you think you have Call of Duty Mobile, Apex Mobile? You have PUBG Mobile. You have all these different things. And the reason why is because that market, like big computer stuff and all this crazy things, and like with you living in these like really weird housing that they have out there, you don't really have the ability to do big PC gaming out there. And even the people that do, like, they still spend so much time on their phones that the mobile market is massive. And so you kind of cater to that people, right? Where's the most of your money going to come from on something like this? You already know the American people, or when you announced it at BlizzCon, people were like, boo, fucking boo, get it out of here. We don't want it. So, okay, why are we going to cater to them? Fuck it.
Can somebody tell Steve that we told him not to say it at this BlizzCon? We're waiting for Beijing.
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's exactly right.
Fucking. Oh.
So you cater to the market that you know you're gonna make the money off of, and you're gonna put the microtransactions in there because those people that are playing these mobile games over in these Asian countries don't give a shit about it. And I'm not like talking negatively or discriminatively. I'm just saying factually, you've been able to see this, that the mobile market in the in that Asian market, those people spend hand over fist on microtransactions and do not give a fuck. Okay. So go for it. Do it.
And Trevor's Asian and he can fucking say that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got the tiniest of
Look at the
peepees.
hat.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's Asian, so I can kind of say that too.
But I mean, you really look at it, so the type of thing. Well, so people over here, and this is where that market is really dangerous, because they went down and they did all the numbers. They showed all the predatory numbers of it. What I think it was the thing I sent you.
$110,000 if you were to max out your character, and if you were to do that, well, you could never ever accomplish the level, like if you were just to pay versus just to play, you could never ever reach the same level that somebody who pays.
Never.
But the highest level you could go, it would take you, what did he say, 6.5 years of playing like nonstop just to get close to actually maxing out if you just played without buying anything.
So Josh Hayes today put out a tweet.
What the fuck?
So when you go to the rifts and you do like the rift stuff, you can put in the legendary token or the legendary rift keys or whatever they are. And so there's like 3 slots. And he's like, oh, well, so you can put in 3 keys. He's like, but then I realized after I put in the 3rd key, it has a button that says, would you like to add another? You can add up to 10 of them, but you have to pay to add each one after 3. So to get the best loot drops in the game, you're literally going to have to eventually at some point, even if you had all the tokens available, you'd have to pay to put them all in.
Just to add them.
Exactly. And so they were saying if any person that was, and like to get those actual tokens in game would take you anywhere from 5 to 6 months to acquire the amount that you would need to just fucking pay for it right up front. And so it's great to see because fuck you, Blizzard. I'm so done with it. But like, it is good to see that like something like this that could have been a small saving grace for this one IP that everybody's been wanting on and been like, okay, we understand all, like they're finally like all the dust is starting to settle and like people are starting to like kind of like sift through the rubble to be like, okay, here's a good piece that's left over. Here's a good piece. Let's try and rebuild a little bit. And then they're just like, here it is. But they don't realize on the backside of it's all the mold and shit and fucking, it's been sitting in toxic waste for like, 10 years. So that they're piecing it all back together and they're building it. And then it's just like oozing out from the sides. It's like, that's you have this potential to just make people happy for a little bit. And you give it to them knowing full well that people were going to be fucking mad. And everyone at the top does not give a shit because they're like, we're making our money. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
We're going to be able to bonus out. We had to cut all this stuff. Hey, we just bought a company for fucking $4.6 billion or $41 billion. We're going to make our money back,
It would sting a lot less if I didn't love Diablo. If I wasn't looking at the Diablo icon.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Because I'm not going to lie. You sent me like the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of like, first you just sent me like a bunch of different stuff. And then so I start like just scrolling and all I saw was Diablo Immortal and I was like, Diablo Immortal? I got so excited. Then I actually like read the article. I was like, oh, I'm never going to play this. I thought it was like completely like, oh my God. I had no clue this was on the radar. And then, oh man, that stung.
Well, and the thing is too, is like, it's not a good Diablo game. It's fine. It's fine. It looks fine. It's just Diablo 3 is all it is. It's just it could have been a DLC.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, it's new content that we haven't had in fucking 6 years. I think Reaper's Souls came out in 2016 or something like that. So it's like 2017, maybe a little bit later. I don't remember. But it's enough that it'd be like, hey, here's some new content for you guys to fuck around with and play. Some fresh little, new love on it. Hey, even better yet, we want you to take it on the go. You've got your game on your PC. Maybe they can integrate some way of having it on your phone as well, like they do with Hearthstone. You're playing on your PC, fucking you got to go someplace, take it on your phone, go with you. And it would have just been cool for especially for the Diablo fans. Fuck all the Blizzard fans and the WoW geeks and everything, but like, yeah, the people that love Diablo, sure, give them something. But you put it out knowing that this is going to be the response just tells me you just don't give a shit. You know what I mean? No. It's great. It's perfect because I was like, if there was a shred of hope, it's gone. I'm just like, woo, dodging bullets, man.
There is a shred of hope. And that's our first official sponsor here on You've Already Peaked Gaming. Raid Shadow Legend. No.
Please sponsor us.
Yeah. Oh, man. Fucking.
God damn. What a fucking shit show. It makes me happy to see that. It makes me happy to see.
It doesn't make me happy.
No. I mean,
I get where you're coming from.
The people that make no. It's making me happy. Watch the people that are still sucking copium, and they're like, "No, it's not that big. You don't have to spend the money. It's like you shouldn't have to. It's not about whether you can or can't. You shouldn't have to."
I'm the one begging the doctors just to put another lifeline in him. Put him put them on a ventilator, put them on this, and you're like, just pull the fucking plug already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Writing's on the wall.
yeah.
We just can't see it.
I heard about this special treatment in fucking Uganda or some shit. It's like, nope, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking kill him. Just take him out back. Old Yeller his ass. I'll do it for you. Hell, I did, you know?
Yeah. You don't have a bullet? It's okay. I'll just use the butt of the gun.
Yeah, just.
And I'm sorry, I know I keep fucking just rubbing the shit out of my head. That sunburn from the wedding is really like my skull is flaking off. I tried to cover it. There's like uneven patches where it's like it's still burnt red and then just pale white.
It was
I tried to
overcast.
cover it with a hat, but the cat couldn't fucking do it. It was just scratching it, making it worse. Oh man.
Yeah, holy
I'm
fuck.
so uncomfortable.
we went home.
Should have wore a hat.
Should have done anything, man. I don't know why we drank so much vodka that night. It was rough the next day. Like I got up, I was like, first off, I realized I don't think I drank anything besides alcohol since hitting the wedding. You know what I mean? So it was
I
like
had one water bottle.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. So I drank. I had like two. Well, I guess I drank like Bud Light, so it's like I guess enough water in my system at that point.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
didn't have a Bud Light.
And then
I remember like looking like for some reason like White Claws like Bud Light. I'll have that still water. Had like half a Bud Light. I was like, this is disgusting.
Well, when I woke up, I sat up and I was like, my head was fucking pounding. Like my head, I have not had a headache like that in I can't tell you how long. And I was like, maybe I just drank a bunch of chlorine from being in the pool. Maybe that's what it was.
I was also on the pool theory for a little bit. 'Cause I was like, man, I feel like I'm driving home and like looking at the road and also like you know, like you're just so zoned out. You're not really asleep, but you're just like, oh shit, like where am I?
I should pay attention.
It was like that. And I was like, oh fuck, like I should mix alcohol in pools, man. Like some stupid shit like that. Like
I was like, I just soaked in too much chlorine. My brain just shriveled because of it. That's all it was.
It couldn't be the like 1.75 liter vodka bottle that was down to like that much just between me and you, basically.
Nah,
couldn't
not
be that.
Your sister, your sister got plastered, and then so I guess mom put her in the bathroom, or she climbed in the bathroom, or she was in there for some reason. And in the middle of the night, or like super early in the morning, it was like 5 a.m. And like I had to go take a piss, and like Audrey's like, "No, you need to be careful. Cassie's in there." I was like, "Well, I'm not making it upstairs. Like I'm barely walking at this point." I was like, "I'll just kick her out of the way." She wasn't in the bathroom, but there was definitely like chum pile on the ground. Like I was like, "Oh, it's kind of rough." I was like, "I shouldn't even make it on the toilet." So damn it.
Weak and undeserving of the walk-up bloodline.
Yeah, that's what I was say. How are you fucking Brad's sister? What the hell?
Yeah. Second time she's tried to drink with us, both times she's puked. Fuck out of this family.
Oh god. That was a rough morning though. We came back here and like I KO'd hard. Like I laid down and then we woke up and because it was Sunday, our sleep schedule was all types of fucked. I don't think I actually went back to bed after I woke up until like maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning. And then all yesterday and Monday, I was just like, I'm ready to eat a bullet.
I don't even know if you text me in the group chat. No, it wasn't the group chat. But you were like, hey, are we podcasting tonight? And it was like, I had literally like, my phone was still on the holder in the car. And I saw it and I was like, fucking nope. Like, just dragged all the shit in, like, and just laid on the floor.
Yeah, I was trying to get an answer because I was like, I'm going back to bed. Like I just need a yes or no. Like,
yeah.
Oh god, yeah, that was brutal.
Woof.
Yeah, I was the problem was I wasn't even drunk at the wedding.
I know.
I got fucking hammered at the house. I was
in like an hour.
Yeah, it was bad. So Pat
the wedding I was constantly like feeling good, and I knew I was like I just need to like just keep it together until I get like the okay signal, like you can go now. But my mom was fucking trashed. Pat's too nice, so I'm just like, tell me what you need fucking done. Like just give me a task so we can do that, so I can feel better about going back and getting drunk and annoying you for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And as soon as we had that, like I took it from like I've been comfortably buzzed to, hey Trevor, would you like to sit here and we'll just giggle about nothing while we just take shot after shot after shot until I feel like I've caught up, and then somehow I surpassed everybody. Go figure.
It was Rising Suns. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man. When I say I'm so upset that they don't have like their version on a YouTube or a Spotify, I've looked 8 times to think like maybe like, well, 7 of them I was like still hungover.
Yeah.
It's like maybe I just didn't type it in right. Like maybe I didn't look through all their channel. That was so good.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. What a way to end the night. Because we even started like, this is a weird song to end the night on.
To end the night,
yeah. And then they
especially after
it.
Take On Me.
Yeah.
Take On Me was like, it had like its slow parts, its fast parts. Like I was like, that's a good one to end. And Carla, my mom's friend, was like, they have to end it on Rising Sun. And I was like, what? And like in my head, like I'm going through all the versions that I've heard besides the original. I'm like, okay, I don't think they're gonna do like a 5-finger death punch version of that. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Maybe Muse. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I'm playing in my head. I was like, but I don't see that closing out the night.
Yeah.
And I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
It was wild, man. They were very good. Yeah.
So good.
That was the kicker. That was like,
if I could pay money to have that on a DVD, that's how old I am. We've already peaked. If I could just have that file, like a solid music video of just that, even if it was from our perspective, I don't even need a good video.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was so good.
Fucking like.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you everybody for coming out.
Yeah.
Fucking his hands on the fucking keyboard, like just fluttering in the dusk.
God, man. That was wild.
Man.
That was wild. That was probably the best part of that. And then it just like that piqued my adrenaline, and I was like, I'm gonna drink all fucking night. And that was what it was. I was like,
I was dying until Take On Me, and then Take On Me. I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. Like we all got on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And then that just fucking, it was the adrenaline shot from fucking Pulp Fiction. Just fucking God.
Yeah.
When you're going through and you're putting like the chapters like on the bottom, like on YouTube when you scroll through, this segment's just gonna be us blowing Island of Black and White. Fuck, dude, so good.
And that was the weird. I never heard of them. Right? They're like, everybody's like, oh, they're like a weird reggae band. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
no, I've heard of them. I've never heard that. Like I've heard them so many times, and like they always do like covers, like their Freebird. Like their Freebird, I was like, oh, they do a good Freebird, but fucking that was something else.
Yeah. It was a cool way to cover that song, man. It was a good way to end that night, because that's where it should have ended. Yeah. But I wanted to go to the pool, and I wanted to drink vodka.
I know. The pool. Even like getting home, like, we're going in the pool. Are we going in the pool? We're going in the pool. Or are we going? We're in the pool.
That's exactly right.
If I'm going in that pool, though, I'm gonna need some vodka. Bring the vodka.
Yeah, I wasn't saying no to any of it.
Fucking.
Oh man. Yeah, it was a good night though.
It was a great night.
And then
terrible morning. Yeah. And even worse day after, but it was a great night.
Monday was rough. And then that was when all the news started hitting with all the games. I was just like, I'm not recovered for this bad. I need something good in my life.
Yeah.
But
we still have Star Citizen.
Yeah, for now.
That was. Wait, what do you mean for now?
You never know.
Okay, calm down. I was like, did I miss that part of the text?
No, but did you see Tarkov?
I did see Tarkov. I'm actually really excited for that. That sounds...
Hold up.
Super fucking sick.
Are you excited for it?
Yes.
Good. Let me fuck your world up right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry, boo-boo.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry, boo-boo. You ready? So...
I thought this was going to be a happy episode.
I know. I think we just get all the bad shit out of the way, and then we can talk about happy things.
We already talked about Island of Black and White. What else is left?
It's called sandwiching. We go good,
Yeah.
bad, good, bad. Just keep it all sandwiched together. So Tarkov's doing the
Okay.
standalone arena,
Yes.
standalone game. So it's its own game.
Yes.
So you'll have to purchase it. Unless you own the Tarkov massive fucking blacklist or whatever the hell it was called pack that was like
Yeah.
like $180
Yeah.
some crazy thing. The fact that the game itself is not done, they've thrown it into like a weird beta stage. You still don't have streets, you still don't have all this extra stuff. They're still doing weird wiping content. There's a lot of like bug issues and sound issues in games that aren't working. Like the community's like at a point that all they do is they just play the first like 2-3 months of Tarkov and then just wait for reset. Because like it's just like at the end of it, it's like it's just not fun because it's just like there's just a massive scale distance. And then the team decides that they're going to put all of this time, effort, and money into another standalone game that most of the community is going to have to pay for. Kind of feels like a big fuck you. Especially if the tech and all the problems that they have in the original game, all they're doing is just porting over into an arena. Sounds like you're going to have 2 games with nothing but bugs.
Star Citizen. I can work with bugs. I can work with bugs.
I can work with bugs. I can work with bugs.
Fucking, I don't know. I'll probably get it.
I do too. That's the worst part because I want to play it. I'll spend the money on it.
Just I don't even care if you can bring over like your character and your shit because honestly, my guy sucks anyways.
Well,
but
I don't know how kits are going to work. They definitely said that they are going to integrate a way that you can bring your character over, but then there's also like that big question on if you bring your character over.
Do you lose your shit there and not there,
or like because your character has like health and stamina and things like that from playing the game?
Oh,
do you end up with a higher like fucking point of interest to get into these games? Or are you just gonna be smoking kids because you have a better character overall? And then what happens on character resets? Does your character that you brought over to arena stay there at that place, or does it also then get reset? Big questions that I just don't think they have answers to yet. I don't think anybody's actually thought this one all the way through, you know. But I guess my biggest thing is that it needs to be good. Like the shooting in Tarkov is fun. Like the tactical shooting aspect of Tarkov is a lot of fun. And if I can get into a game that is basically fucking factory or whatever it is with like a kit and a loadout that you can just run around and do basically, I'm totally okay with that. I was hoping for that just in the normal Tarkov game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just have well, and then the next thing too is like look at Star Citizen Arena. The multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
You know? So it's like you better do a good job if you're gonna do a standalone and fucking charge people for this.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because there's so many sound.
Citizen Arena.
Oh yeah, you don't buy Star Citizen for the ground play. You buy it for the ship flying.
It looks like they tried to upscale and rescale like GoldenEye Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it's bad.
And just reskin it real quick.
Yeah.
And that's why it's skipping so much because the emulator that's within the game is just not running properly.
Yeah. It's still reading off of like a scratched disc. It's just the Tarkov thing though.
You're just shitting.
Bro, you
shitting on me.
Look at what's happening in the gaming world. Like you can't not expect. I will be the pessimist then. You can be the optimist.
I'm just going to look down this list to see what else I'm going to be pissed off about. Maybe I missed. Oh.
I don't know if you saw that video I sent of the guy who was spectating the hacker in Call of Duty. So he's spectating the hacker, and the hacker's just murdering everybody. But then in the game was like a Twitch streamer or whatever, and he couldn't kill him. And so like he's like
a Twitch streamer, a big Twitch streamer,
big Twitch streamer, right? So like
so it's
he's
like,
murdering everybody, but then
oh.
he's like on this, and like he can't kill him, so he fucks off, goes to do something else, and then is still able to kill everybody.
I love the fucking the crosshairs just bouncing
Yeah,
right
and
between
he's just
his eyes like this.
Yeah.
You know what though? That's always kind of been a thing, if you will. And it's weird because I've even seen like the early stages of Ricochet where and I don't even think they were like big streamers or something. It was like a clip that was sent in from somebody where when the aimbot would lock onto them, instead of damaging the person, it would put hit markers on them, but it would end up killing the person who was shooting.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they went away from that. But to be fair, fucking a Nick Merckx or a fucking Tim the Tat Man or somebody is playing and they say like, oh, this guy's hacking. Like it literally, it's like a 3-minute buffer to where Activision sees it and fucking bans the account that they're watching.
I think Courage was doing a thing where like they kept getting in games with hackers and he just kept texting fucking whoever he knew at Activision and they were just getting their accounts banned live on stream. I mean, I guess it's cool.
They have to save face like that, right? Well, yeah, it's cool, but also like, does it happen to fucking just regular people? Nah.
No. So here was another big thing that like when I saw that clip, it reminded me of original PUBG days where PUBG, like some of the big streamers, and like I have video somewhere of me and a bunch of our friends like killing Shroud, and like we found out he was in the game, and we were like, no way, Shroud's not in the game. Went to Twitch, saw that he was in our game, and then it was like, do we stream snipe him? Do we just go be pieces of shit and stream snipe him? And sure enough, that's what we did. We just went over and stream sniped Shroud.
I would.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Why wouldn't you?
Now, we did it in kind of a little bit more tactful way. We knew where he was at. We weren't watching his stream to find his exact position, but we figured out where he was at, and then we got in a gunfight with him, and we ended up winning. So it was like, it's justifiable fucking, like, you know, being a piece of shit, but you're still a piece of shit nonetheless. And even Shroud said, he's like, these fucking stream snipers all the time. And I was like, we got done with that and was like, we got in another game and he was in it. We didn't do the same shit. Like, we were like, all right, you know, left him be or whatever it was. But it was enough of a thing that, like, I can imagine being a content creator, and as a company, you see these content creators that keep playing your game, keep driving up fucking numbers and sales and all these things.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you whitelist them? Why wouldn't you make sure that that fucking specific dude, no matter what, is never going to get killed?
Basically a spokesperson for your company. Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Make sure that that person does not have a bad time, because we used to say that shit all the time. It's probably not true, but we used to say all the time, we're like, I don't understand how when we were playing PUBG and we were watching people like fucking Summit and Doc and Shroud and all these people, it was like, how are they fucking moving faster than us? How are they pulling? Oh, it's just fucking, you're just a bad gamer. Like, you've already peaked, basically, you know?
Yeah.
But there was also that point of view that I always said, I put the fucking tin hat on. I was like, why wouldn't a company make them get better loot or have them move a little faster? Sure, maybe it's fucking all bullshit.
The smallest fucking piece of code that just gives you a percentile difference.
0.3% better. Just in-game. Because if you can... And I'm not saying those guys aren't fucking killer gamers. Right? They're
I want to run to the fucking kitchen and put some foil on my fucking head right now.
just wrap it up. I want the fucking aliens.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things. It's like, it would make the most sense for me if I was producing a game and I had these people that were fucking killing it, and what was driving the numbers was them being able to get the kills and get all these fucking crazy things. Why wouldn't I just make sure that their game had it turned up just a little bit? And if you can and if you can see, and for back in the day, the conversation was, how would PUBG know that their accounts needed to have that tweaked? How would they even be able to do it if all the game files is fucking localized or whatever it comes out to? It's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then you see shit like this in Call of Duty where it's like, obviously something can work in that aspect. Now it's like that tin hat's starting to come off a little bit, and I'm starting to fucking, you know, show my dome.
It's a fucking Tim Turban now.
Yeah.
I wrap this motherfucker.
It makes me feel bad that the answer isn't fix the game. It's just make it better.
Make it good for our spokesperson.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I get it and I don't get it. You know, you want the people who are driving your sales to fucking, because, you know, like, it's been nice not playing Warzone for all this time. But let me tell you, I get all fucking like pissed off and discouraged. Me, fucking Bobby, Will, we'd play fucking 30 games in a row. You get one win, and you're like, oh, fucking, do we call it? And I'm like, you know,
Riding that high.
It's been years of now, not even riding a high. I've been chasing a dragon for I don't know how fucking long, and I'm never getting fucking close. I don't even see the fucking dragon anymore. I'm just running down a road that I think that it fucking came down. And you're just like, why do I fucking like? I play this like how many times have I like talked to myself like, why do I play this game? Like I don't even have fucking fun playing it anymore. And then you watch a fucking clip of Nick Marks and Tim the Tap Man and fucking forehead straight to the fucking webcam. He's like, "Okay, pasa, you're fat." And Tim's like, "Oh, I am fat, Kevin!" And like punching a fucking stuffed animal. And then you see them like having fun, and then you see them get like a few kills and squeeze out a good game, and you're like, I do want to play that with my friends again. And then 3 seconds into fucking jumping out the plane, I hate myself again.
Well, I think that's a big thing, though, right? Like, you kind of hit the nail on the head. They have fun with their friends. I don't give a fuck what the game is. They just have, for their numbers, a game that they know that they can get into and have that base on. You can play any game and have fun with your friends. I guess for the most part. There's some games like...
I don't know, man. For a while there, yeah, you can have fun, but the frustration factor of fucking... Like, when the fucking... I don't even remember what the other one was. But, like, there was, like... Where, like, you had to have, like, the meta gun. And it's like...
Or you were there was no competition. You were just getting wiped. That's when I stopped playing. I was just like, it's not fun if the whole... Or like when Warzone first introduced from, I think it was Black Ops 3, and it was like if you didn't own Black Ops 3, you couldn't get the guns unlocked in the Warzone, and you could only pick up the guns off the ground. So there was no way for you to build a
Cold War.
Cold War, that's what it was. And that's when I was like, I'm done. I got to walk away. Because there's no reason why I need to spend $60 on 3 different games to play one fucking free-to-play game, you know?
I don't know. They even got my money because, you know, I was like, I'll probably end up buying this, whatever. I don't. It's not that I don't care, but I realize it's shitty, but, like, part of me was like, I'm going to end up buying it regardless. The one for me, though, was when I watched my kill cam and the guy had the MG, whatever, I think the 34, when that was, like, the new meta. And I was like, dude, I just got fucking steamrolled by it. Like, you could just tell from like the sound, like the cyclic rate and everything like that. Like, oh, I know exactly what I got killed by. And then watching my kill cam, the guy was fucking hip firing into the sky, and that's what killed me. Like that's when like all the cheats were really ramping up. Like, it wasn't even just fucking like aimbot anymore. It's like magnetic bullets or whatever they call it, where like they just shoot into the sky and it goes to the closest person. Like the guy was just hip firing like that and wiped all 4 of us.
Yeah,
and it was like I gotta quit, and that was like the downward spiral of me just like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care anymore.
And I get it. Like, any big popular game is when all the hacks come out, and it's like, you know, questionably.
That's
like
why I was hoping for Battlefield 42 to do so good.
You know the crazy thing? So I watched this kid on YouTube, is Jack Frags. I don't know if you've ever heard of him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Frags is a lot of fun to watch. His content's a lot of fun. Like, go check him out. But he's been doing a lot of stuff with like Battlefield and like showing a lot of the Battlefield
We'll
stuff.
help out the little guy. We'll drop the fucking
the little guy with 3.5 million fucking subscribers or whatever.
We'll drop the link to his page in our thing. Send him some traffic.
Yeah,
tell him you've already peak sent you. Fucking peasant.
But he keeps putting out these videos with Battlefield, and like as bad as fucking
Battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh, I just see Star Citizen.
Oh yeah, well he was, but I mean like 2042.
He's going back to it. He's trying to bring it back.
It looks so fucking good sometimes. It like pisses me off how fun it looks.
Does it though?
No, it does. It does. It looks disgustingly fun.
Anyone can have fun when they're playing with their friends.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, but I didn't say I wanted to play with my fucking friends, did I? I just said I wanted to play because it looked good.
Is it free to play yet? I'll download it.
God, see, that's what I'm waiting for. It still has... Okay, now, this is the next big thing, too. Because I keep looking at it going, maybe it's worth playing. But then I look at concurrent player base on fucking Steam. There's less players playing that than there is Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Both Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Battlefield 1, right, still has like 10,000 players. Battlefield 5 still has like 8 to 15. 2042 has 1,000 to 3,000. I mean, I guess 1,000 to 3,000 is enough to get into matches, but
Can you imagine the guys in charge of like Battlefield 42, like the ones that brought it to market, the ones that are gonna sync with the ship. They're like, did you hear about that game that only had one player playing it that one day? We're fucking blowing them out of the water, bro.
Babylon's fucking whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's Square Enix shit.
Some guy like on his phone. Good job, guys. Good job. Blowing them out. Promise. Okay.
It's so shitty. I think that's what it is too. Is like I want to play a fun little shooter. You know, Star Citizen is great for. We were talking about palate cleansers a little while ago, and like we've been playing Apex a lot, but I'm getting to that point now with Apex where it's like, okay, I gotta back up from the BR. Like I love playing the BR. The arena's fine. I enjoy it. It's no big deal. The BR's fun. Like bad plays or like spending fucking 20 minutes looting just to get wiped out by a fucking third party when you finally get into a fight just always feels so fucking bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I kind of want a good arena shooter. Like there's a couple things I've been looking at re-downloading. You know, Insurgency Sandstorm, that's been on my list. I want to go back and play that again. They just brought a big old free DLC out. I kind of want to play 2042. I think I want to play 2042 just to see if it's really as bad as everybody says it is. I mean, it's got to be, right? There's only 1,000 people playing the fucking game, so it's got to be.
Listen, guys, I don't ever want to like get like addicted to heroin. I just want to see what all the fuss is about. You know, I'll just mainline it one time, and then I'll get it out of my system. If it was free, yeah.
Oh, I'd shoot it between my
probably
toes.
already have it.
100%. Yeah, okay.
But I don't know
It's
if
not.
I could ever fucking.
So your answer is Grit then? You're going to go fucking pay into Grit? Get your NFT, go fucking wild west it up?
Play Grit. I won't pay $600 for a fucking a box.
I don't know if it's free to play. That's what also
But,
I don't
I mean-
know.
Well, I mean, if I had to buy in even 100,
No.
100?
No. Not for a game that's already got fucking such bad traction with this NFT bullshit. No way. It's got to be. It has to be free to play or
you have to
gifted.
realize who's talking right now, though.
I know. Would you rather
What?
spend money on that or
What?
another ship in Star Citizen?
We would like to answer both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. I mean,
Are you
This
Amber
is-
Heard's lawyer?
this is like number 5 right now. I mean, I'm almost to the point where you could convince me to. Actually, this is probably the same point that you were all Star Citizen. I'm like, dude, don't get on Star Citizen. That's a slippery slope, my friend. Fucking 20 minutes later, I'm downloading the game.
Okay, so I figured out because I've been playing. I figured out how to. Yeah. All right, listen,
Figured it out.
listen, Ryan. Listen, Ryan.
We're gonna buy a boat.
I figured out how to finally upgrade the ships. Right? So yeah, you can buy specific items, but because I was watching a video, there's this guy, Black Casa or something like that. I don't remember what it is. He does these like quick little 5-minute videos of the beginner's guide tutorial of like making a ship, whatever ship you have, the best it can be for the time period, just with items and stuff. And he'll
Mhm.
put on screen, it's like quick little 5 minutes. Here's where you go for all your utility stuff. Here's where you go for all your weapons. This is what you can use. Have fun. You start to learn the difference between like the grade 1 to grade 3, like weapons and hard points that you have to be able to upgrade. This shit is all over the fucking system. Like, you know, because we've only been kind of like flying in between planets. You know how there's those like HRL1s or like fucking, or the HER 1s, the HER 1 through 5, CL 1 through 5, like the little asteroid system. Those all have fucking space stations in them. And in each one of those space stations, there are fucking vendors that sell stuff for ships. So I picked up the
Well, I mean,
Aegis-
we've been pretty confined, you know. And like in the grand scheme of things, it's like what we go to fucking like Lyria, Orville.
Well, it took
fucking
Sean fucking 2 weeks to
Walla.
get off of Crusader. So
That was the fucking. I wish I had my camera up because I'm like running with you, like we're getting on this ship. Like, Sean, where are you? And he's all, I'm still on that fucking planet. I just glance up at my other monitor and I see your face on the webcam. The eyes look over and just like, I even looked at my webcam in case you were gonna look, and I was like, "Oh, mine isn't on." Oh,
I forgot. I think the last time he played was when he had gotten lost or whatever. And it was just one of those things.
we all left him.
we did. We got him off the planet though, and I parked his ass on a different place. So
How long did that take though?
it was enough.
Well, we got all the way to the end of the mission where you died. We killed you, and then
you dragged me back to the ship. I was able to fly back out to pick up my stuff. We were able to get into orbit, and then he met us. So a better part of an hour and a half. But now we're off the planet. Now we can actually do shit. We can do things. We can go and do the mining thing that I wanted to do. We all bought rocks. I gave him like $5 million. Go buy a rock. Let's go let's do a mining day. Let's go out and just mine shit up.
Did you take him to the
No.
where you buy the ships and everything and show him? Did you show him like that he could have bought his ship 4 times over and not paid real money?
No.
Just bleep that part out.
honestly though, it is nice. I was thinking about this though too. If they do wipe it, because they are talking about bringing 3.18 patch out sometime soon.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then they're talking about having 4.0 sometime in the near future. Which is going to be a huge, they're talking about potentially by next year having 4.0 out, which is going to be a huge kicker in the game that's going to try and help with issues that the persistent world has, where items don't just naturally despawn. Their whole thing that they're trying to do is this weird layering thing, but they're also trying to have it so if you dropped an item on a planet, if you logged off or went someplace else or died and you went back to that planet a couple days later, that item would still be there. For me, sounds like you guys got your fucking heads on the wrong asses. Because if that's what you're trying to do, and I get the reason why, because people I have all this fucking cool shit, all these items I'm farming out, and bugs happen and I die, and then I lose all my shit, or something stupid happens and my ship blows up, or I get griefed by some asshole and I lose all my stuff. I want to be able to go back to get the stuff that's there that I spent all my money on or my time on and all these things. And it's that's fucking cool. I get that. I totally understand. They're like, hey, well, let's maybe implement something in it. Your game barely runs when I go to fucking Area 18. You think just adding more assets into the world? Yeah. It's I'm not seeing this here. Hey, how about you fix the bugs first?
A bunch of shit running at 20%. What should we do? We should add one more thing that'll run at 20%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, if it's 20% and 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, that's 100%, right?
Yeah. Fucking.
But seeing some,
I still love it though.
Well, did you see that over the free week that they had something like 136,000 new accounts set up, and they made $12.6 million.
Fucking.
Let's go, baby.
I mean, I guess I'd be a lot more excited if I didn't already know that it made $450 million to date and was 11 years old. If that was a game that came out 2 years ago, and that happened, it'd be like, oh man, that's a huge push.
Well, yeah, but even still, for 1 week. Week, that's a massive push for 1 week. It also tells you about that predatory bullshit that I was talking about before, where they allow that type of hey, here's the FOMO, right? We're doing sales because it's a 1 week event. Don't miss out. Oh, we're bringing ships back to the pledge store and to the standalone store that we haven't had on there for a couple years. Get them while they're hot, and people just fucking soak them up,
Can't wait for them to adopt NFTs.
I don't know if a game that I play that I love and care about. I mean, it all depends on the type of game or who would be putting it out, but I think the more that game companies start to lean into this NFT, I think is the more that I'm going to start stepping away from those games. Just because I don't trust it enough. Like you hear all these fucking people about like the Axiom thing where they get hacked, or like people fucking will put in fake
That's the least of
NFTs
my concern.
into their
The fucking the rug pulls, the fucking it's just too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. Or maybe I just don't understand NFTs enough, but like just the idea that like you would like spend all this money and like do all this stuff for something that could just be gone once a server fucking dies. Well, a player base gets too low, people get fucking pit. Say you do it. Say it's fucking booming, but say enough like bugs happen and the fucking developers are too fucking heads up their asses worried about their fucking profits that they just lose people and it's gone, you know?
Yep.
And then you did all that and you paid all that for what? Something that you can't take off of that. If there was some way, and while I don't think Ubisoft, like their court system that we talked about last time, I don't think that's the way, unless they like pair up with like Sandbox or fucking God forbid fucking Zuck at fucking Metaverse or something. Some way that it doesn't just live within that game or within that like gaming franchise. Some way that it can fucking like that blockchain can transfer throughout.
Yeah,
then I would have more confidence in any of it. But right now, and that's why I thought like the Galaverse or whatever the fuck that thing is gonna be would be somewhat of a better sign. You know, like Epic's a reputable name, like whatever the fuck they are. Like if Epic is a name. There you go. Is that better?
There you go. I love
and
it.
just the fact that they like somewhat paired up, and it was like there's a gaming side and there's somebody who has like their own like fucking shit coin and their own fucking shit verse that might somehow give it a little extra added longevity.
I think it's smart that they test the waters. Because if it is something that becomes a reality and something that, you know, if Web3 goes full on and this is how money gets transferred digitally online and companies can make this money off these assets, like, then I respect it, and I respect the companies that are definitely trying. I definitely don't respect the companies that seem like they're making a quick buck, like this Grit game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And then it's also that's your Diablo Immortal, man. You're just putting a bad taste in people's mouth right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, and especially if you're coming from something like Epic too, where it's like you.
Is there a happy note to end this on? Since you just fucking, I feel like that little fucking the Zoloft commercial, but I never got my fucking pill. You know, that guy that's just being followed by that cloud, like he's a little blob, he's chased like a bluebird, and all of a sudden the cloud comes over. It's all, do you have depression?
Yeah.
Ask your doctor about Zoloft. Except this whole commercial has just been a fucking cloud rating on me. Give me a fucking happy note to end this on. God damn.
What was the happiest thing that I had seen so far? French government could no longer use the words esports.
I thought you said happy, man.
Oh.
That shit. You want let's run through it.
That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, that's the stupidest fucking. That's the most fucking French thing I've ever heard. And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Germany's gaming system is just destroying us. Please, America, help us!" And then we have to bring the word esport back to them. That's the stupidest fucking. French culture does not get enough recognition for our contribution to gaming, so esports will no longer be like. It's just that's the.
Oh, okay. I got a good note for you. You have Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sniper Elite 5 is on Game Pass right now.
Okay.
Have you ever played Sniper Elite?
No, but I know some people that have. I don't know if I would use their word as a resounding resolve of yes, this is a good game, but I've heard of it.
What? Sniper Elite
is
great.
It?
It's great. It's so much fun. Oh, I've played every Sniper Elite. I think I didn't pick up 4. I played a little bit of it when there was a free weekend.
Give me 2 games that it's close to. Like just feel wise.
Imagine taking like a third person Medal of Honor frontline game where there's a lot of shit going on during that like Nazi regime type of era time period, but like adding in like the hitman elements of like being super stealthy and like having to plan out these giant maps and these routes of like
You're bringing me back.
taking on objectives where you have to like, okay, you have to get from point A to point B, or you've got a high value target you need to kill, or you're trying to get through an espionage tunnel. And there's these giant maps that have multiple different ways of going about this, and you have to pick and choose. You have to watch where like certain routes go and where people go to, and like you have to play these stealth kills, and then you do these sniper shots. The coolest thing about it is it has a bullet time aspect of it too. So depending on where you line up your shot and you get like a good critical hit, it'll do this bullet time. You'll see the bullet get real slow, and when it hits them, you get like an X-ray vision, and it shows the bullet going through certain points, and you get points for doing certain things. One of the big things the community loves doing is lining up testicles, seeing how many testicles you can blow through. Testicle shots are hot, man.
All right, I'm sold.
And there's a couple things. So it's got, first off, it has.
I didn't see the testicle things coming from a mile away.
The testicle shots are dope though, man. Like it was always like get to the thing like, okay, yeah, you learn through it, or like, hey, there's a point in this map where 4 guys are talking to a commander and they're standing in a line. Let's see how many fucking balls we can blow through. And you get points for it. So at the end of the game, you get scored on how many testicle shots you can get, you know? And so the game has
running testicle shots.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It was like you just like there was a point in Sniper Elite 3. I played a map where I didn't shoot a single person other than the balls. And if I fucking shot him like I got a leg shot, restart the map. Let's go. Only testicle blows. Just killed everyone by blowing their balls out. But it has exactly what Halo's missing. It's got a full-on co-op campaign. They also have a mode where while you're playing through campaign, at any point in the time, you can turn it off, but you can have another player be a counter sniper. So as you're going through the story missions, another person will spawn in the world where there'll be a counter sniper. And so like as you're trying to do the mission now, you have to worry about another sniper trying to find you. They also have, it's kind of like a wave horde mode type of thing where you have to kind of lock down an area and you have different weapons and things like that. And it's not just a sniper, right? There are other kits you can use. You've got different type of assault rifles and pistols and knives and explosions and stuff like that. So you can set traps, you can set bombs up against vehicles. There's a lot of stuff where like you stealthily like will crouch underneath a vehicle as it like is rolling up to a gate so you can like get through past the guards and stuff like that. There's a lot of cool shit you can do in the game where it just like gives you a feeling of this espionage in a small sense. But the game is a great co-op game. It's a great co-op game. Like 4-player horde mode is pretty new. I think this is new to Sniper Elite 5. I don't think it was in 4. They had something like it, but I don't remember. The shining moment is the 2-player co-op, story co-op stuff, because it's so much fun of like knowing like, hey, you go up on that ridge, I'm gonna go down off of this ridge, and then we're just gonna fucking snipe out the stuff.
Testicle.
Yeah.
Ricochet, testicle.
Yeah, or it's that, and bullets will ricochet too, and so like it's super cool to like shoot someone and then like the bullet ricochets through the skull and like pops out and kills someone else next to him. You know what I mean? But there's also the cool point of like being like, hey, let's take the shot at the same time. Like, all right, 3, 2, 1. You can take out the guards at the same time, so they don't.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. But like I said, you're already paying for fucking Game Pass.
Next podcast, watch us shoot testicles together.
I've been saving it. I have not played it yet. I've been like, because I was like, oh, do I do a let's
Is that
play?
one of your let's plays?
Yeah, it was one of the let's plays, but I was like, man, I remember
You
the
guys want
co-op.
to do some co-ops?
Yeah.
Anybody? Do you have any ideas? Sniper Elite? What'd you say? No, not Halo, Brad. No, I don't want to play Halo. Did you say No, okay. Hey, well, I got some ideas.
It's either going to be fucking Sniper Elite or Stardew Valley.
Stardew fucking Valley.
Let's go. I will co-op farm the fuck out of that game with you.
I only know that Bobby Lee plays that because he talks about it on his podcast.
It's addicting.
Aside from that, I have no clue. I mean, he says all he does is play that in Skyrim.
I mean, if you gotta have 2
Bangs his
choices.
Filipino girlfriend, so I'm basically 2 video games away from fucking. I'm 1 video game away from being Bobby Lee, and that's cool with me. So
All right. Well, all right.
Well,
Next time we'll
talk about testicles, Stardew Valley, and
I'm gonna make a tally chart, and we're just gonna we're gonna play like a 4-hour game. Maybe we'll start tomorrow.
4 hours.
Well, we'll start for 4 hours, and I'm just gonna tally up
See how many testicles we get.
how many testicles we can blow through.
Fucking, I'm gonna 3D print a fucking flight helmet, and it'll just have testicles fucking spray painted on the side. Shh, got another set.
Just fucking tattoos,
Iceman.
like teardrops, but they're just
Testicles.
little nuts.
Oh, fucking. All right, man.
All right, we're out of here. Bye bye.
Bye, kids.